The current economic conditions will require strategy redesign for the country's struggling state-owned entities. Transnet, South African Airways, Eskom, and many others have historically relied on the state for bailouts. But as government reprioritizes 130 billion rand from its current budget, questions remain about whether its strained finances can continue to accommodate struggling SOEs in the future. This way, the Presidential State-Owned Enterprises Council comes in. Under the leadership of the President, ministers responsible for SOEs, and some business heavyweights, the Council is expected to form a stronger framework for the governing of SOEs, many of which have failed to achieve clean audits in recent years.
The President announced the formation of the Council quite some time back, and this year, APSA held and hosted a post-budget speech debate and panel discussion in February. So even in that panel discussion, we were asking, when is the SOC Council going to be announced? Because it's much needed. And if you look at what has happened in the past, every time a state-owned company was experiencing challenges of some sort, the minister involved, the shareholder minister involved, would then put together a ministerial task team.
In the past, some legislators suggested that halting government bailouts to SOEs might be part of the solution to the country's deteriorating financial woes. And now, the Council will be expected to, among others, help implement agreed turnaround strategies, review business models and sources of financing. Its mandate will include the introduction of an overarching act governing SOEs and stabilizing them through a new shareholder ownership model.
The SOCs and the various legislation pieces that were put together to govern them were actually concluded at a certain point in time in a different environment, both from an economic perspective and in terms of the various challenges that are facing the country right now. So there are some aspects of these things that do not work. Let us zoom in, Arabile, into the mandate that has been flagged for this council.
In the past, the President has said the Council would work to create better coherence between government's ailing entities to fine-tune each one's mandates and sharpen efficiencies.
The feedback that we have seen from the previous executives, the previous CEOs and other executives who have served in the SOC structures, they have for a long time given feedback that there is a lot of pain, there is a bit of red tape. If you are in an SOC that is facing liquidity challenges, you need a decision on money, you need a decision on funding right now, and it needs to be urgent. So the benefit that you see in private entities is that if a decision has to be taken by the executive or by the board, it happens quickly. It enables the various parties to be agile and to implement. That does not happen with government.
SOEs have often turned to the government for financial support and loan guarantees to stay afloat, costing taxpayers over 162 billion rands in the past 12 years. 80% of that money has been directed towards servicing Eskom. South African Airways, which is currently in business rescue, has also been a recipient of significant government funding as it has battled to make a profit while racking up debt. Nothando Makutulela, SABC News, Johannesburg.